What's up guys, hope you are well. This is TeamYVS this side and we'll be covering 5-step system and standard operating procedure for being 90% plus consistent during your transformation. To transform successfully you don't need to be 100% consistent. Lot of times जब consistency की बात होती है लोगों को लगता है it's just a discipline related issue, but discipline is a small part of the picture. It's much bigger. So this is meant for you if you have tried more than 2 times to transform. You have more than 7 to 8 kgs to lose, up to 55 kgs to lose. 7 to 55 kgs to lose. Although this applies to everyone. If you're someone who has like 3 to 5 kgs to lose also, this would apply to you. But hyper relevant for those who have tried more than 2 to 3 times and have a lot of weight to lose and you are frustrated. You have tried trying to transform but never been able to stick to a plan. You lose a few kilos, then something happens and you are back to square one. Your progress starts, then something happens in your lifestyle and you regress back to your old you, your old weight, or even gain more weight while messed up health because of multiple reasons. Now, before I get into the SOP, I'll show you some of the results from these SOPs and systems. All of them had tried losing fat multiple times. All of them had their health messed up. And there are some male examples, literally. This applies to everyone who has tried transforming more than 3 times and never been able to be consistent. Keep in mind, it's not just a consistency related issue. And let's talk about the 5 problems we need to fix. Problem number 1, problem with the plan. ये बहुत obvious है, but इसमें we need to answer these questions. This is not everything, but for the most part, this covers everything. Is it an all-round approach? That means, are we fixing our whole lifestyle? That means nutrition training to hai. Are we working on other aspect? Are we working on our mind? Are we working on our psychology? Are we working adding meditation, morning routines, pre-sleep routine, and everything else? So we need an all-round approach to fix our whole lifestyle because everything is linked to each other. Keep in mind, how you do one thing is how you do everything. ये नहीं हो सकता आप nutrition ace कर रहे हो और बाकी सब कुछ totally messed up है. Second question we need to ask ourselves is it curated for you based off your lifestyle, your preferences, right? Next is, does it take care of your health needs? That means, is your health going up or going down? Health analysis हुआ कि नहीं आपका? Is it revolving around your lifestyle? A lot of times when we start with the plan, when we are motivated, we choose a plan which revolves around our motivation. That means temporary motivation है, हम सोचते हैं जो आएगा सामने कर लेंगे, 10 दिन follow करते हैं, उसके बाद we give up because your plan wasn't revolving around your preferences and your lifestyle. Is it taking care of your blood work analysis हो रहा है कि नहीं हो रहा, internal health, and is it fixing your deficiencies? If it is, that's all good. Are you working on all of these aspects that keep you consistent? So this is the question you need to ask yourself. All-round approach, sleep and stress management, accountability, high level of accountability for varied life situations. आपकी life situation change होगी. Today you are starting the plan, आप motivated हो, सब कुछ सही है, अचानक क्या होगा, work related कुछ आ गया, busy हो गए, relationship related कुछ आ गया, life event आ गया कोई, or maybe literally anything, travel आ गया. Are we able to create accountability around that? Next, obviously this one is obvious. I'm pretty sure you know that workout or nutrition आपके preferences के हिसाब से होना चाहिए while making sure it is supporting your health. Are we fixing deficiencies? Are we improving our health markers? If you are dealing with something like PCOD, PCOS, type 2 diabetes or whatever it is, are we working on that? Are we working on our mind, psychology? Are we working on our belief system? Are we working on our mood management? Lot of us face issues. We are consistent all the time, but we have mood management or emotional regulation issues. Are we working on that? कि आज आपका मूड हुआ, स्ट्रेस खराब हुआ, आपके बॉयफ्रेंड गर्लफ्रेंड से कुछ लड़ाई होगी, पेरेंट्स से कुछ लड़ाई होगी, you suddenly give up on everything. Are we managing that? Right? Because life would happen. Fact of the matter is, life would happen. Also, if you're following a process or if you're working with a coach, are you working with the coach? Whenever someone wants to become our client at TeamYVS, we first ask them to go through our content and trainings like this, that do you understand our principles, do you link with our principles, or do you resonate with our principles? And it's fine to not resonate with our principles, but if you don't resonate to us or our mission or anything, do not work with us, right? So there should be trust in process and coach. And one thing which I've seen is those of our clients who have consumed content like this from us are our favorite clients because they trust us and they end up trusting the process. And when they see the plan, they are like, okay, problem number 1 is fixed. Problem number 2 is a psychology problem. I'll give you some of the background. I myself lost 44 kgs in 2012. First 18 years of my life, I was obese. I started officially working as a coach in 2017, and in 2019 I realized, बड़ी basic सी realization थी कि दुनिया में सबको, everyone on this planet knows how to lose fat. Eat less, move more. But why are some people able to transform? Why are some not? Right? So then I realized that psychology is equally important along with the plan. So I started pursuing masters in psychology. So some questions you need to ask yourself in relation to psychology. Did we work on a psychology or mindset before getting into the plan? Now, if I work with anyone, first we work on the mindset and psychology before anything else. Most of the principles they already know, but we need to be reminded of them and we need to make them our life principles. Next is, did we work on our self-image and self-esteem? Self-image and self-esteem are very important, especially for those who have tried in the past, but nothing worked. मतलब आपने 2-3 बार कुछ try किया है कि because of XYZ reason it did not work. If that's the case, we need to work on that, and we need to, alongside, we need to get results at a good pace to make sure that our self-esteem and self-image is rebuilt. Self-esteem and self-image rebuild करने का सबसे तगड़ा तरीका क्या है? Get good results, right? Next is, how is our plan and phases of the plan supporting psychology and the theory of MDH? अभी MDH मसाला नहीं है, ये मैंने खुद थ्योरी बनाई है. मोटिवेशन, डिसिप्लिन, हैबिट्स की थ्योरी है. Simple सा principle है, motivation gets you started, discipline is what you need on your bad days, and habits is what you need to build for having a lifelong transformation. So we work on all of these principles, and one of these examples is we make sure that first few days and first few weeks itself, we need to seek results, physical and on the scale, to rebuild ourselves, rebuild self-trust. Next is, are we directly and indirectly working on our mental health via nutrients and everything else? Are we adding stuff like meditation to improve our awareness, mood, meta mood, etc.? If you want to learn one thing from me, start meditating and create a system where there's accountability and everything else around that. Next comes high level of accountability and learning how to make mistakes. कुछ लोग idealistic scenario create करते हैं, कुछ coaches की भाई will teach you how to be perfect. My answer is no, I won't teach you how to be perfect because we are humans, we are not robots. But we'll teach you how to make mistakes and get back on track as soon as possible, because life would happen. We as humans are not perfect, right? Next is learning how to get back on track if we have fallen off the wagon, and as quickly as possible. ये ना हो कि हम guilt cycle के अंदर fall trap कर लें, which becomes a vicious circle which leads to a lot of us giving up. Next is environment problem. Environment, guys, दो तरह का होता है. Transformation environment to control hunger and cravings, which would include fixing your nutrient deficiencies, your sleep, your stress, how you start your day, how are you managing these deficiencies, how are you managing your micronutrients, food eating pattern, digestion, energy levels. Sorry for my handwriting. Digestion, energy levels and everything else. All of these things have to be worked around, because क्या है कि बहुत बार क्या होगा, आप प्लान फॉलो करना स्टार्ट कर रहे हो, आपकी हंगर एंड क्रेविंग्स थ्रू द रूफ चली गई और आपको समझ नहीं आया क्यों हुआ. It happens because of these things, right? Next comes the social environment. That means we as humans are social beings. Do we have an environment where we are being supported by people who want to see us win and win big, and who understand our situation while losing fat, or especially when our self-image etc. has gone down? So it's like surrounding yourself with people who want to see you win. It can be coaches, it can be your friends and family also. Coaching is not like a necessity as such, right? Again, who on this planet would tell you that coaching is not necessary? It's not necessary, but obviously definitely helpful, and that can obviously change your life. So we need to surround ourselves with people who respect our goals, maybe a community. Next thing is, we need to learn how to say no. This one is big for women, right? A lot of times saying no to others is about saying yes to yourselves. Next, creating high accountability around everything, the good and the bad, and making sure you're improving every day. I have had a lot of clients who just start updating us when good weeks होते हैं. जब bad week आए, they stop updating us. And this is what I tell them, that our coaching becomes 10 times more important, accountability becomes 10 times more important when things are going bad, because that's what we want to teach you. If everything is good, sunshine and rainbows, why would you even need us? Right? So creating accountability, at times we scold our clients also, and most of the times we end up empowering themselves by teaching them that we are humans and humans can make mistakes. Right? Next is surrounding yourself with people who with whom you can share your journey with, along with their ups and downs. It can be done in a lot of factors. Have friends who are into the fitness journey. What we do at TeamYVS is we have created a community of people just like you with same journey, right? And that is what. So this is something which we started doing recently, and this has changed the game. Everyone's motivation is like on another level. पहले नहीं था ये 2024 से पहले, and we recently added that, and that has changed the game. Next comes the vision problem. When we start, we are just looking about 2, 3, or even 5 kgs. Now we need to. It's about losing weight. But if you are losing weight or whatever, even 50 kgs. If you are losing weight and not maintaining them, then it is pointless, because वो तो और भी ज़्यादा disheartening है that you get a progress, then you lose it all, right? So focus should be on permanent results, understanding the concept of primary and secondary desires and learning how to act on them. Simple principle समझाता हूँ. Primary desires होती हैं आपकी long term. Example, I want to lose weight. That's a primary desire. Secondary desire होती है short term. I want to eat a pizza. I want my mom's baked my favorite cake. I want to have biryani. कल रात को घर पे बिरयानी बनी थी. That's why I have biryani example. Right? The day we understand that primary desires would remain with us forever till the time we don't fix it, and secondary are temporary, and we can have the pizza later, we can have the dessert later. That's when we change the game. So that's one thing which we need to learn and understand. Next is understanding short-term sacrifice principle, that everything in your life worth having requires sacrifice, requires you to say no to stuff. There would be weekends, I'll tell you as a coach that this weekend don't go, this weekend just have 1 or 2 drinks, or maybe depending upon the case, right? First few days I would be like I want you to get fast results. First 3 weeks no eating out of the plan, because I'm rebuilding your self-esteem, right? Next comes having an exit strategy. It is our final phase at TeamYVS, where we aim at getting you permanent results and learning how to be independent while enjoying your social life, busy life phases, travel, while not needing coaching. Most clients stay with us long term, but our promise is that once we are done with the 3 phases of transformation, you should not be needing our coaching. You should be literally independent, and that's our goal, because that's why we say that at TeamYVS we make it the last time you are dieting using our last diet method. Problem number 5 which you need to fix is the knowledge problem. Are we gaining the knowledge we need, or there's someone who's just telling you do this, do that? Do this, do that करोगे तो वो temporary results आएंगे. But if you understand the principle behind why we are doing things, why we gain fat, how we are losing it, and everything else, it changes the game. Are we understanding principles of psychology, progress, and permanent results? What are the principles we need to follow? And this has to be done on a week by week, day by day basis. And are we understanding how the progress is happening physiologically and psychologically, मतलब physically or mentally? Are we understanding these principles? Because if we don't understand them, or transform भी हो जाता है, maybe you lose 50 kgs, but आपकी knowledge नहीं आई, then would you be able to maintain these things once the coaching is done with? The answer is no. Also, another thing which we need knowledge around is that how we do one thing is how we do everything. Are we upgrading everything in our lifestyle, adding routines, morning routine, evening routine, discipline routine? I like adding it, discipline routine in phase 3. Meditation, morning routine, pre-sleep routine, stress routine, eating routine for some, eating routine, अगर digestion issue है तो eating routine डालेंगे. Not just our diet and workout programs. Diet and workout programs are obviously essential, one of the main pillars, but it's not everything. So are we working on all of these aspects? If not, then we need to work on these. Also, at TeamYVS, what we do is essentially, in the last phase, we make our teammates go through a nutrition certification, which I have created for coaches. We have another tangent where we help upcoming coaches start and grow their business and get knowledgeable, learn new things, learn our principles. So I make a lot of my clients who want to do it. It's not necessary, but I make a lot of my clients go through the certification so that their results and knowledge becomes permanent, and a lot of them actually become coaches later. Not everyone, but yeah, some of them actually become coaches. So to solve the knowledge problem, we do this. Apart from that, we have weekly trainings, and along with the check-ins and everything else, these things get sorted. Now, if we fix these 5 problems, we can get results like these. Although everyone has their own journey, but knowledge is what makes sure our results are permanent, our lifestyle is permanent, and some more results. We literally have a book of results which is called TeamYVS Hall of Fame, where we have hundreds of results like these. And that is what. Also, if you are dealing with health marker issues, we need knowledge around that also. PCOD, PCOS, self-image issues, self-esteem issues, and literally that is what. And to get results like this, and guys, do you need our help with application and fixing these 5 problems? मैं ये नहीं कह रहा आप हमारे बिना ये 5 problems fix नहीं कर सकते हो, but if you need our help fixing these 5 problems while being 90% plus consistent using our last diet method. Again, let me remind you, we are humans, we are not robots. We are not supposed to be 100% on point. If I have a client who's 100% on point, मैं उनको जान के कहता हूँ, learn how to break the rules. Learn the rules like a pro so that you can break them like an artist, right? So that is what. And how to be 90% plus consistent. These are the averages we get for the most part. There would be phases when you are 100%. There would be phases when you are 80%. Some phases 60% also. But वो ये कि हमें average 90% पे लाना, so that we are able to get life-changing results like the ones which you saw, right? So if you need our help with that, hope this gave you a lot of value. If you need our help, there would be a link below. Fill the short form and let's see if you are a good fit for the last diet method, the same method which we have used to transform 5,000 plus lives, right? Or if you are chatting with us on Instagram, just DM us the word transform and let's see if you are a good fit for the program. How do we see you are a good fit for the program? We don't work with everyone. We don't work with first timers. If you're someone who has tried transforming multiple times and you're like, okay, dude, I've tried everything, I need your help. And if all of the 5 principles, 5 problems I talked about resonate with you, then I would want you to fill the form, short form below, or just DM us the word transform and let's see if you are a good fit. We have a help you policy. That means if you fill out the form, we'll see if you are a good fit for the program and we'll strategize your transformation. If you are a good fit, we'll strategize your transformation. If you are not a good fit, we'll still help you. That means we'll redirect you to high value resources just like these. If this resource gave you value, we have a lot of resources like these and we'll point you to the right resources which you need to transform, right? So you win and transform either way, right? You win and transform either way. What do I mean to say? That, if you are a good fit, we onboard you. If you're not a good fit, we still help you and redirect you to resources to change your life. Right. So if this gave you value and if you are interested in knowing more and working with us, just fill the short form below. There would be a link below or just DM us the word transform on Instagram and see you on the other side. And thank you for your time. Thank you for watching this. Hope this gave you a lot of value and see you on the other side and hope you get 90% plus consistent super soon. Bye.